Good afternoon, you're welcome to the Gallery TV News at noon. I'm Eleje Chidima, and here are the reports. Buhari pledges action and gives bandits threats to food security. President Muhammad Buhari says his administration will use all available resources and manpower in dealing with the bandits to ensure access to farms and food production in the coming growing season. The president stated this while speaking to newsmen at the State House shortly after observing the Eid prayer, marking the end of the month-long Ramadan fast on Thursday. According to him, the menace of bandits and kidnappers will be addressed to ensure that the nation's food security is not threatened. The president, who hoped for a good rainy season this year, said the law enforcement agencies are working hard to regain confidence against bandits so that we can go back to the land. This is very important. This is what the agencies are busy doing right now. We want people to go back to the land so that we can get enough food for the country and even exports. While explaining ongoing effort to tackle the security situation in the country by the administration, Buhari drew attention to the series of long meetings held in recent weeks, chaired by him, saying that part of the resolution had been made public by the National Security Advisors and the office and others kept secret. Power restored to National Grid after system collapse, TCN. Power had been restored to all the 330 kilovolt transmission stations across the entire grid, the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, said on Thursday. The company disclosed in a statement that electricity was restored to the transmission station at about 5:54 p.m. on Wednesday. The Kainji Benin Kaibi line, however, tripped on faults but was restored, the statement read. It added a TCN 330 kilovolt substation feed 332 kilovolt substations, through which distribution companies offtake electricity they distribute to the electricity consumers nationwide. Power was restored to the transmission station a day after TCN announced that the national electricity grid has suffered a system collapse, leading to a power outage in various parts of the country. But the company's general manager, Public Affairs, Ndidi Mba, had noted that experts were already making efforts to fully restore electricity on the grid. According to her, total system collapse of the grid was recorded at about 11:01 a.m. on Tuesday as a result of voltage collapse at some parts of the grid. A few minutes later, after the collapse, TCN commenced grid recovery from Shiroro generating station up to Camp A to C, Abuja through the Shiroro Camp A line, as well as through the Delta generating station to Bini transmission substation. Last week, the federal government approved about 6.2 billion naira for the award of contract for 6 projects in the power sector at the 44th video meetings of the Federal Executive Council. The Minister of Power, Maman Saleh, presented 6 memos at the FEC meeting, which focused on efforts by the government to boost power supply in the country. Still on the news, NDLEA arrests former Lagos Council boss at Lagos Airport. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, yesterday said it has arrested former Vice Chairman of Lagos Island East Local Council Development Area (LCDA), Mr. Asekun Kehinde Sakiru. According to a statement released yesterday, Wednesday, by NDLEA spokesman Femi Babafemi, Asekun is alleged to have been on the wanted list of the agency. He is alleged to have made his way to the agency blacklist following the recent arrest of some traffickers and drug seizures linked to him. According to Babafemi, the long arm of law caught up with the wanted baron at about 9:40 p.m. last Friday while trying to board a Virgin Atlantic airline flight to London, the United Kingdom, at Lagos Airport. He also said at point of Asekun's arrest, he was caught with a kilogram of cocaine concealed in 5 pairs of palm slippers packed inside his suitcase. Asekun had been on the wanted list of the MMIA command of the agency in connection to a case involved Aziz Adeyemi Ibrahim, who was arrested with 6.45 kilograms of cocaine in December 2020. He added the NDLEA spokesman further said during the preliminary investigation, it was gathered that the London-based baron is a seasoned politician and at different times between 2014 was the vice chairman of Lagos Island East LCDA. On business news, World Bank to construct 13.16-kilometer Lagos farm roads. Lagos State government said its World Bank assisting agro-processing, productive enhancement, livelihood improvement support, appeals project will construct 13.16-kilometer farm access road in 4 cluster areas. The State Commissioner for Agriculture, Ms. Abisola Olasonye, said this on Thursday during the activities to commemorate the second year of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration. According to the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, Olusanya noted that the 4 farm cluster areas were Igbodun in Epe, Arawa in Epe, Irekorodo in Ikorodu, and Afowo in Badagry. She said the access road were completed would ensure smooth movement to and fro the farmer. Olusanya added that it could reduce losses encountered by egg farmers as a result of the bad road. The commissioner said it could also improve productivity of the concerned farmers. She said the evaluation and engineering design for the 4 road have since been finalized and construction will commence immediately. On foreign news, heavy artillery fire on Gaza escalates violence as clashes between Arabs and Jews struck Israeli cities. Gaza came under heavy artillery fire early Friday morning amid reports later conclusively denied that the Israeli army had launched a possible ground invasion of the Strip. An army tweet which said simply, IDFA and group troops are currently attacking in Gaza Strip, which considered with the start of a sustained new round of artillery and airstrike, led many news organizations to report that a ground war, much discussed in Israeli media on Thursday, was underway. A clarification came about an hour later. There are currently no IDF ground troops into the Gaza Strip, Army spokesman Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Kokos told CNN early Friday local time. Just a few kilometers away, residents in Israeli town of Ashkelon were fleeing to their bomb shelter again as siren wailed warning of a fresh barrage of rockets. Early in the day, Israel Defense Minister Benny Gantz warned that Israel has many more targets and no time limit on its military operations against Gaza, as the Israeli military and Palestinian militants continue to exchange deadly airstrike and rocket bombardments. On sports news, Tokyo Olympics, Team Nigeria-Japan camp opens July 3rd. The Federal Minister of Youth and Sport Development have unveiled a comprehensive plan for Team Nigeria towards winning according to the roadmap released by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Nebolisa Anako, on Thursday. The final stage of local campaign will take place from May 5th to July 6th in Bayelsa, Abuja, Lagos, and Port Harcourt. Track and field National Olympic trial will take place between June 17 and July 19, while the Africa Athletic Championship takes center stage from June 22nd to June 26th. The last phase of the campaign will be in Kizaru, Japan from July 3rd to 23rd, when the first batch of athletes will enter the game village for the Olympic proper. Nigeria will present about 80 athletes in 30 sports at the Tokyo Olympics: wrestling, taekwondo, table tennis, male and female basketball are some of the events Nigerian has qualified. And that's all we can take on the Gallery TV News at noon. Do join us at 4 for more updates. I'm Eleje Chidema. Thanks for watching.
In life, you can never be too sure who to trust. This is the story of Mrs. Ungazi. Mrs. Ungazi just wants to use the ATM.
Good afternoon, Mama. Let me help you out to your withdrawal. You don't need to stress yourself.
Thank you, but I can handle it myself.
The man is just being kind, right? He just wants to help, right? Wrong. All he needs is a good look at the pin. Will he succeed?
To my IG fans, I say, sorry.
Do not share your card PIN with anyone. Keep your account information private and ensure no one is watching you while you enter your PIN. UBA, Africa's global bank.